What's up, y'all? Today we're doing a little bit of a discussion video. As it always goes with these, we are doing it in form of a collab. We got my guest, my friend Blake. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the show again.
I'm good, man. I just grabbed this guy's mother's biscuit tin and gave him the macaroni and cheese because I am the Kingdom Key.
Not too bad, not too bad if I do say so myself, you know? But anyway, so we're doing a little bit of a discussion video. As I said, we're talking about Vanitas and will he return in Cage 4. This is something I've been thinking about for a little bit, and I really didn't know what to make of it, but I think we sort of have it figured out and kind of narrowed down to what we think will happen. Now, Vanitas is one of those characters, like, he has kind of like a 50-50 chance of returning. You really don't know what will happen to him. Like, will he return? Will he not return? You're kind of sort of thinking about it, but like, you don't really know his true fate and basically his future at all. But before we get into the speculations, theories, and Illuminati confirmed shit, we're gonna talk about a little bit about his backstory. Now, what I mean by that is we're gonna take things back to era of the 13 Darknesses. Now, with this, one thing we gotta remember is the 13 Darknesses, when they were a thing. The thing is, they cannot be destroyed, and one of these things is responsible for Vanitas. Now, if you remember that scene, I'm gonna play it on screen right now. If you remember that scene when, after defeating Vanitas, he said, "What I am is darkness," that is literally it. He is literally one of the 13 Darknesses. He's kind of the embodiment of one of the 13 Darknesses, if you get what I mean. What do you think, man? What do you think about this? What's next? What's next in store?
Well, exactly that. So, like, Vanitas, as, like, you guys remember when Xehanort was trying to extract darkness from Ven's heart, he really could not because Ven's heart was, like, so pure of light. So it broke Ven's heart trying to extract what wasn't there, and in one of these 13 Darknesses, with what Xehanort was doing with Xehanort's own darkness and stuff, it gave way and sort of birthed Vanitas, this 13 Darkness, whichever one it was. It slipped through into the realm that we know, because it was, I believe, trapped in probably the Data Daybreak Town, or was somewhere in Daybreak Town as it was collapsing to become the, I think, anyway, I'm not going to say that just in case I'm wrong, but basically, Vanitas, when he said, "Oh, but I am darkness," that is, as what Nick said, he legitimately is referring to. Now, why these 13 Darknesses are so difficult in itself is because Vanitas has been destroyed, as we've seen many times, but Vanitas's physical vessel has been destroyed, but the 13 Darkness itself is pure darkness. So therefore, because it doesn't have a physical form, you can then not fully destroy and vanquish it. So yeah, as soon as that 13 Darkness leaves Vanitas's body, the 13 Darkness just flies away and floats around. So I think it's highly more probable that this 13 Darkness and somehow Vanitas could get his body back, however he did it before, or another replica, or whatever the hell they do.
It's still out there somewhere, basically.
Yeah, Vanitas can always come back somehow. And this also like kind of off ramp, but this also debunks the whole "can Vanitas get a redemption arc" theory that I've been seeing. No, because he's legit the embodiment of darkness.
Yeah, people sometimes speculated that he will sort of get it, like you called it, a redemption arc, kind of like how Riku got it. But the similarities between those two, you gotta understand, stop after the freaking outfits. That's it. That's when things stop being similar between these two guys, because you gotta remember, Riku was, before his redemption arc, he was just a little edgy douchebag compared to Vanitas, who is legit pure fucking evil. That guy ain't getting no redemption arc. There's no physical way for this dude to get a redemption arc.
Yeah, and that's another thing. And I think, like, if we're gonna specifically talk about Kingdom Hearts 4, again, we know things about Kingdom Hearts 4, but we know very, very little about it. But one thing that we do know is that part of the Master of Masters' plans is these 13 Darknesses and how to use them. And from what I've been hearing and seeing, and this is what I believe as well, is that the Foreteller is going to have to take these 13 Darknesses into and onto themselves to obtain new power, and Sora is the key to destroying the darkness. So maybe what needs to happen is that Sora needs to, like I said with Vanitas, you need to destroy the physical form, and then maybe when you destroy the physical form of these Foretellers, they become imbued with the power of pure darkness. Again, this is all speculation and a theory and discussion. We're just having fun here. But I think because of, you know, the Master of Masters has given Luxu the no-name Keyblade with his actual eye in it to watch the transpiring events of the future unfold, he was like, oh, Vanitas. Oh, yo, we know that he is an actual darkness. Maybe they will find a way to bring...
Maybe they'll use it in some way, you know?
Yeah, exactly. To then gain more power from one of those actual 13 darknesses. So I think that's how we could see Vanitas come back. I think the Master of Masters has a very articulated plan specifically set for Vanitas in that matter, in that regard. That's just my opinion, but Nick, I'd love to see why you think he would come back in Kingdom Hearts 4 and whatever you think is going to happen with him.
Well, look, I think he is going to come back. More likely than not, in my opinion. Now, what will happen? He's basically going to be an errand boy, in my opinion. Like, he's going to be at the bottom of the freaking, the structure of the, like, the hierarchy of the new bad guys. I do think that the Foretellers are probably going to find some sort of way to maybe capture or control the 13 Darknesses. And that's probably what's going to happen in, like, sort of in my head. That's how I think it's going to happen. And if that actually happens, we could be pretty much fucked. But regardless of that, the Foretellers are no joke either. You gotta remember that. These guys are no joke at all. Who knows what these guys got up their sleeves, you know?
Yeah, bro, like, even then, it's like, bro, like, if you remember, like, the back cover, like, movie, like, Ace, the guy with the bear mask, like, he was, like, a brutal berserk chasing after the other like, bro, like, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, imagine
he's no joke,
the
man.
power he would, yeah, like, bro, like, imagine the brute force and strength and just overall, like, power that he would get if he got imbued with one of these 13 Darknesses. And Sora's gonna have to fight that.
Not only him, imagine if all the others get that, too. Because those Foretellers, they are some powerful motherfuckers, man. I ain't messing with those.
Yeah, bro, like, imagine if, like, eventually, like, the Master of Masters is like, okay, plan B, this isn't working out. There's one more darkness. Luxu, you're gonna have to take this on.
Oh, shit. We're really fucked. But what I want to say also, do you know how, like, in, like, this is more prevalent in, like, Dream Drop Distance, more so than the other games, but do you know how Xehanort's plan in that game was to basically make copies of himself and then give all that power to himself?
Me? I'm already half Xehanort.
Yeah, I think maybe the Master of Masters could be doing that, but with the 13 Darknesses.
And
but
the
anyway,
Foretellers.
we gotta get away from that. Yeah, but we gotta get away with that subject. But yeah, I think, like, that is, honestly, in my opinion, how and why Vanitas will be used. But like you said, you think he could be an errand boy. What do you think? Like, maybe because he's made of one of those 13 Darknesses, he knows the location of the rest of them? Is that what you're kind of thinking?
Well, it could be that. Or he could be sent as some sort of diversion. Like, he was kind of sent as a diversion in Cage 3 to the Monstropolis world, if I remember correct. Now, they could be using him again in that sort of way, just to be, like, as a diversion for Sora and the crew. Because they don't give a damn about him. Like, they would rather put him out there in the field, like, where he's in danger and all, but they don't care. They're gonna be sending him to, like, investigate and maybe potentially, like, spy on the gang. Whereas they're safe, they don't really care what happens to him. If he gets destroyed again, big deal, they'll make another one. So, yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what I think they're gonna do to him.
Yeah, I honestly think maybe because he's, like I said, like one of these, like he's an actual embodiment of one of the 13 darknesses. I think maybe they're gonna use his like inkling and like the 13 darkness itself, because it is a formless being, you know. So
yeah, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, I think maybe it will give him like the location for like the other 13 darknesses, for then the foretellers to track down and be able to, you know, take onto themselves to then be imbued with that power.
Not only that, but now that you're talking about this, I'm thinking like maybe they are going into some sort of direction where they want to get Ventus and pin him against the gang, because the more they get, the better. So,
well, you think maybe they'll get Ventus?
Well, maybe like for a short period of time, they might like take one of the darknesses and have it take control of him or something, just in a way to like more like psychologically like demoralize our gang. Yeah,
that could be kind of messed up.
Yeah, but it's not the first time something like this has been done, you know.
No, that's very, very true. But yeah, I think that's all that I've got for this discussion, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's it for me too, dude.
Yeah, like I honestly think like the best thing is that like we've discussed and covered all bases as to like what realistically and logically could be happening, because we know these 13 darknesses are very prevalent, and we
may have gone a bit too far, but
yeah, but you know, this gets you guys thinking, gets you hyped for the next game, basically.
Yeah, man, that's true. But that's it from me, and I guess that's it from you. Until the next video or stream, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as it helps out a lot. Thank you, dude, for joining me on the show for today.
Hey, no problem, man. But yeah, also, guys, subscribe to Nick's Gaming Den. He's never lacking with content.
Yeah, never ever, man. Every 4 days, I'm right here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next video stream, bye-bye.